Hello. What's up? Just give us one more second. Yeah, you're right, Andrew. If you want to go ahead and ping everybody in the Discord, feel free. You can take the heat for that. What's up? We're going to have to turn this down a little bit. Let me know if the music's too loud, guys. It's hard for me to know. Catching the live. Welcome. What's up, guys? Fellas, Vivid Replay. What's up? The real Chris Brown. Uh-oh. I have to take the other ear cup off, but I'm still not going to be able to hear you now. Yeah. If you guys don't know, this is Ricky. Captain Ricky on Instagram. Daddy Ricky. I mean, you can see right here.
Oh, sweet.
So, not really.
Oh, great. Awesome.
You have to talk up.
Hashtag Papa Ricky. Daddy Ricky.
Ricky needs his own mic.
Yeah.
Andy Dickinson, what's up? If you come over here, it might.
I'll just stand right here the whole time.
Yep, no, you're not even hitting the cutoff for that. Not really. Papa Ricky. Christopher Robin, what's up? Welcome. Edith and me over here. What's up, Niels? You're the guy that makes me want to trash my cameras. In the best way possible. I mean it in an endearing way. The kids are going to start calling you Uncle Ricky. We were actually talking about that at the coffee shop this morning.
Yeah, we're 100% Uncle Ricky now.
Yeah. It is possible that we can move this mic to come in like right here.
It's up to you. It's going to cut off your
Yeah. The old top down.
I don't know. If you can hear me, let me know in the chat. If you can't hear me, then just don't say anything.
Yeah, they can hear you, but you're going to be a little quiet. Paul Ricky. I like that.
Paul. Yeah, we're in the South.
We are.
Ricky makes sense. I'm going to get some t-shirts made. Sell them on carry commission.
Sort of now. Brandon, welcome. What's up? What's up? So I want to start this off with something very exciting for me.
It's exciting for me too. I live vicariously through you, know.
I'm very excited. Some of you are going to know what this is. Honestly, we didn't even set up lights or anything. Carry two mics? Yeah. No, it's XLR input. You'd have to plug in like a shotgun and like get down into the mic.
Yeah, that's fine.
It is a bike. A box. It is a box. Redacted. Yes. Yeah, some of you already know what this is. I talked about it on the last stream. It's been something I've wanted for a long time, and we are going to take a peek. I've been sitting on this thing for 2 hours, 3 hours. So it's time to open it up. Obligatory what's in the box comment, yeah. I did not cut my hair. I did not.
It's just my hair's longer, so it makes his hair look short.
Yep.
That's all it is.
In relation to Ricky's, my hair is short. No, I just have it pulled up behind the hat, which we're going to talk about too, because in the last live stream we talked about hats, and my hats are ready. I'm going to cut stuff like Jordan. So Jordan, my business partner on Carry Commission, he opens knives like this. So let's switch here real quick. He opens knives like out from his body, and then he grabs them and then this. Then he's like,
It's because he's getting precise cuts, dude. Getting precise cuts every time. That pinch grip.
That pinch grip. No, I think he's just afraid to cut his fingers off. If his knives were sharper, he wouldn't risk cutting his fingers off. You're live, but it isn't a whiskey knife fight. I am disappointed. Well, take it up with Jeremy. Ask Jeremy what he's doing right now.
FaceTime.
Let me get that Packable hat. My current is meh. They're actually in the other office. I'll go grab one in a minute. Okay. We're delaying here. Oh, yeah, I meant to cover my finger up because it's nasty looking.
Yeah, good thing you showed it to everybody.
Yeah, well, it's not covered now. What am I carrying today? Well, it's about to be this. For show. That's how we do it here. Father time. Ian isn't a mod. The name is familiar. Ian Coates.
It's because Ian is a mod on like every YouTuber's live stream, so it's a.
Well, I go against the grain. Oh, gonna be the first to bring it up. I knew it was coming. Marine X. We'll get there. We'll get there. There's no avoiding it, and I kind of came into this live stream prepared and knowing that it was going to come up. I'm going to tease you guys first, though. So we're not going to show this off because it's probably got addresses and stuff on it. Should probably move that over there. So Oz Machine Company, you guys know.
So much for teasing it. We're going to tease it.
Well, they know it's in here, but we're starting with the pin, you know? Ian is everyone's mod. I'm familiar with the name, but I don't go live as much. Well, I haven't. So it was really funny to get this in hand. Wow. I like that. That is small. So I was told that this would be pretty small, but at the same time, can you go around there? The pin I'm trying to reference is on the ground.
Oh, sweet.
Or there's one right here. We restocked these. Let's talk about these. Oh, well, I made you waste your time like I normally do.
Thanks, man.
Taylor, we met in ATL. Bro, you can't take offense to that. I met so many people in Atlanta this year. So I was told to expect a small pin, and this is what I'm used to carrying every day, and this is the Oz pin. I kind of like it. Real deep carry, bolt action. Feels good. I know some people have compared it to other things and prefer other pins, but I'll carry this and see what I think. It's very, very light. Very light. But yeah, Ian, sorry. If you say we met, I believe you. But I shook hundreds of hands at Blade Show, and it's really hard to keep everything straight. So please don't take offense to that. I appreciate everybody who said hello and introduced themselves. It was just a very, very busy show for me. Jerome, Taylor, I met you in my dreams half naked.
Nice. I do that all the time.
I'm sorry. Wait, was I half naked or you? Or does that really even matter? It's not the place. eBay. Yeah, eBay. I wouldn't buy stuff from eBay. Tall, gorgeous guy with glasses and a rockin' dad bod.
Oh,
you just described like
that's
half
you,
of Blade Show.
No, that's me.
All right, Oz Machine Company. I've never had one of these. I've handled I don't even know if I've handled one. Probably did. There we go. So we got the radial frag milling TI Construction Magna Cut blade, and I'm kind of glad I waited because this is the one I'd want. Maybe not radial frag as my first choice because I like just plain, but I don't dislike that radial frag at all. But Magna Cut is the... Yeah, that's nice. That's really nice. It's lighter than I expected too. That pocket milling is like aggressive. It's very lightweight. You've already owned one, right?
Yeah.
That double detent though. Yeah, that's sick. I'm not even paying attention to whether we're in focus here or not, because we're not. Still haven't resolved that. Pretty sick little knife. For those asking, it was $750. That is what I paid. So yes, I bought this. This is the Oz Roosevelt radial frag Magna Cut blade, and serial number, is it on the knife anymore? Doesn't look like it. Looks totally clean. Serial number close to 2051. Really sick. Can you cut some zip ties with it? Man, I knew that I wasn't gonna be able to go live without like really addressing this. Guys, I have a confession to make. My knife is unused. I don't actually use it because look at this. It's fresh out of the box. Is that what we're gonna do? This is what was in the pocket leading up to now. And yes, just to kind of set it straight, I grabbed the heating element on my smoker this weekend and really toasted my fingertips. Just for size comparison, I'm gonna hit that size comparison here. I might actually also get you to grab a knife. Should be in that tool roll, or the knife roll, because it gets compared to this so much. The other drift I had looked a lot more like the Roosevelt because it had a big thumb hole. But they do get compared quite a bit. Why are we not focusing? Come on. Come on, Sony. Give it to us.
Nope. Should have used Canon, dude.
Hell no.
Hell no.
Well, we will do it this way then. You can obviously see that there are some similarities, but plenty of differences.
You don't have a Zon.
Yeah, I don't have a Zon. Ergos look great. Yeah, they are. That's a very comfortable knife. Not too big, very lightweight. I'm digging it.
Since you're not going to use that, let me use it for photos.
Yeah.
Since you're not using it.
Yep.
I'll use it in photos.
Ian, get out. Here, let's just do this already, because I've already insulted him, so...
Oh, man.
Ian, you're a mod now.
Ian's a mod now.
Oh, I can't do it from here. I have to do it here.
We're going to do a slow clap. Slow clap for Ian. Attaboy, Ian. Attaboy.
We'll just do this for now.
There we go.
Welcome to the club, Ian.
Good job.
How many people are in here? 281. What's up, guys? All right, I guess the time has come. No, Ian mod. Just like that.
Now everybody was going to be a mod.
Yeah, everybody wants to be a mod.
Done messed up, Aaron.
More blue wrenches. I thought we made Brandon a mod last week. Did we not?
No, I think Brandon made you a mod.
Yeah, but I thought I paid it back.
I don't think so. Boom.
There we go.
That's the giveaway. You become a mod.
Yeah, you win a giveaway, you get a mod. All right, you can't be doing that the whole time. Jesus.
I thought this was a knife channel. Oh, I forgot. This is not a knife channel.
Yeah, this is not
My bad, bro. I'm not going to flick my knife on
This is not a knife channel.
Jesus Christ.
So I did mention this. We're going to derail for a second again. So I mentioned last week that my hats were on the way, and here they are. Wow, none of these want to focus right now. What is going on? Do you want to go make sure that that focal point is like right in here, right on my nose? My mod resume grows. Yeah, there we go. So these hats are in. We're not quite ready to drop them, but you can see the difference in what I was saying. The color difference. This is very pale yellow, and this is much more of the yellow we wanted. Can I please make a dad hat? Yeah. Yeah. But first, I think I have to get these out there. Alex, you're a mod just because you're my wife.
Yeah.
But these are going to come out soon, and we're going to give one of these away on the stream. Maybe two of them. So just stay tuned if you want a hat, or at least a chance to win one. Love the golden rod.
Excuse me?
What are you talking about, Brandon? The golden rod?
Oh, maybe like the thicker stitching?
Yeah, the 3D puff. So the one I'm wearing is not 3D puff. These have 3D puff. Much nicer. This was just a mix-up. That's a color. Okay, I'll take your word for it. I do have the packable hats. I know Joe was asking about the packable hats. I don't have a finished one. I have prototypes. Goldenrod sounds like a euphemism. You are not wrong.
Catch this guy in a suit.
Yeah, I mean, when I wear a suit, it's typically just going to be like a nice knife, like my Umnandi, the CRK Umnandi, and then the just a wallet. I don't really carry much.
You have a bigger shop in real life. I don't need it
Dig your hat more than the new ones. I don't. It just doesn't look as good. I don't like the pale yellow. This is not everyone's lives where trucker hats are accepted. What? Hang on. Let me go get the packable hat for Joe. Joe Burninghouse.
This is my channel now. All right, let's all make fun of Taylor now. What can we say about him? Meanest comment wins a hat. Can I buy your hat? Knife, wallet, pack of gum. Yeah, this is all I gotta do right here. Welcome back, everybody. And this is the best Damn EDC. Oh, damn, he's back. Sorry, guys. Do the thing just once. Once for the people. Oh yeah, that's it. I went live, guys. I went live once. That's it.
Ricky
Now,
live.
Nobody can ask me.
Look at those
about
guns,
about-
right? All right, so just packable hats real quick. This one stinks. I work out in it a lot, so it needs to be washed. But this was the first prototype, and it's not quite right. It's a little too shallow, so it doesn't sit right on my head. But that is a glow patch, so it glows in the dark. It is a clip in the back with adjustment and a keeper, and really lightweight packable, so you can throw this in your pocket or backpack. I want to make this for backpacking. I wanted a great hat for backpacking, but we're actually going to go with this color on this hat. So this is a 6-panel, and it just looks off. There's just too much material, and I never could get the 6-panel hat to look right, so we're actually going to go with a 5-panel into this darker color. So it'll be a couple of months before these are available, but these are the next hat that I'm coming out with. We finally solidified it today. How do I like the V-Motos? The V-Motos are okay. I couldn't find my ATH M50Xs. Looked everywhere. Ricky, drop off one of his black pit hats for me on your way home.
I only have one hat, Brad.
Yeah. Blackout. I guess that's what you're... Yeah, blackout. Bamo, what's up, dude? Welcome. Thanks for coming to hang out today. Hello from Russia. Wow. What time is it there? Well, Russia's a big place, so... I would love some EDC laser cut patches. Well, we have patches, but we had to remake them because the old ones, like the backing, the black ink from the backing bled into the white patch, and they turned blue over time. They were glow patches. Hey, from Indiana, welcome. Goldenrod. Why are we still on Goldenrod?
There's a street or a city in Florida that's Goldenrod. Maybe it's a street.
Any new watches? No, but I am wearing one of my favorites that I really never wear. My Oris, the 1 of 1. Thanks to Loomshot for making it. I don't even know if the company that collaborated on this is still a company. Classic Luxury Watches or something like that. My Oris is in for service. Hopefully just like scheduled service, not a problem.
There we go. UCF in the house. Orlando.
How do I rate Ultim handles against other materials? I don't know. I know it's super strong. I do know that. But I don't know. Are you asking in terms of how it looks? How it performs? What? Okay, so I guess we have to address the elephant in the room. Also, thank you for the $5, Sean. Who was it earlier that had a super chat? I can't find it now. They started this right off the bat. I don't even think you can toggle. I can't find it now. Dang. Anyway, I guess we have to address the whole Marine X thing. No, not that one, Ian. The one before. There was one from several minutes ago, like right when we went live. They just ripped the Band-Aid off right from the very beginning.
Alex, this is a John Mayer G-Shock. Thanks for noticing.
It's actually Casey Neistat, isn't it?
He doesn't know anything about watches. He doesn't know anything about this god-tier excellence right here. Who needs Oris when you got a John Mayer G-Shock?
Me.
No.
Yeah.
Incorrect.
Address the elephant in the room with a giant mouse knife.
You know,
nice.
That's a myth. Elephants aren't afraid of mice.
Ricky would know.
I would know.
He's ridden on one.
Firsthand.
So yeah, the whole Marine X thing. I watched the video. It was sent to me by Ricky actually early, I guess the morning it was published. I didn't watch it right away, but I listened to it on my drive home to pick up my phone. Another side note, but yeah, I think it's fair. Thank you for the $5, Alex.
Man.
Did you just swipe my card to pay me $5 so that Google took 2 of it?
Hey, it's $5, so that's technically $0.
Oh yes, based on her girl math that she was telling me about earlier today.
That means that was a free donation.
just gave $2 of our dollars to YouTube. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Perfect.
Oh man, that was
we just
love right there. That's support.
we just lost money. Thank you. Oh yeah, thank you for that one. Oh, anyway, I'm gonna demod you too. Lexi is? So the Marine X video, yeah, he made a lot of points in that video. Some of them I'm still kind of confused on, but I don't want to address all of the points he tried to make. There's a lot of stuff that he dropping bit rates. Not sure why. Not sure what's going on, but there's a lot of points he makes where he's kind of contradicting himself while he's making a point, and I'm kind of lost on some of the points he's trying to make. But there are plenty of points he made and things he said, and many of them I've already said about myself, right? That I'm burned out and the content's stagnant. One of the first things Ricky said when he started working for me is that the channel's kind of stagnated a little bit, and that happens, right? I've made hundreds of videos, and over the course of I don't know, the last 11 years of my life, I've made probably north of 2,000 videos. So in that time, it's really easy to get caught in like a creative rut and just feel unsure of where things are going to go. I've also gone into depth about, not liking the editing process and just kind of being over that. But now I've been actively working towards trying to get past some of these things for a while now. Sea of Blue. Yeah, we have a lot of mods in here. So yeah, a lot of what he said, it's no surprise to me at all. But at the same time, there are some points he makes that most points that he makes in the video, he either says that he's guilty of it himself, says it several times, and he also says at the very end, but you know what you're doing, you know how this works clearly. So I'm not really sure what to take away from it. So That's probably my biggest takeaway is I don't really know what to take away from it. Other than the fact that at the very end of the day, it really just feels like clout chasing because he put my channel name directly, like letter for letter, even including the brackets and my personal name in the title of the video, which is a big SEO grab. He's hoping that if somebody searches best Damn EDC on YouTube, that his video pops up. It's pretty obvious. And then he kind of negated every point he made throughout the entire video when he started posting in his Discord about creating a new series on his channel called Regular Ass EDC. It's been pretty clear to me for a while that he's just trying to get my attention and get a reaction out of me. But the reaction is that I don't really have one. I don't really care that much.
Emotionally disconnected half the time.
Yeah. and any point he did make was just kind of moot. I think one of the things that tripped me up the most is when he said that the channel's moving away from being really informative about EDC gear and kind of transitioning into more lifestyle content, which is true, right? Like I've talked about doing that for a while. I said I wanted to get out and do more of like what I do in a day or stuff like that. I still haven't even really gone that far down that path, but that was something like, rather than sit here and be an armchair expert about knives, it's true. I don't get to use them a lot of the time because I sit here and talk about them. But as soon as I walk through that door, I really don't care what knife I'm carrying or what I'm doing with it. I just use what I've got on me. Whether it's this thing right here, my brand new Malibu, which is, you know, it's seen better days. And this thing is like a week old.
You ruined that as soon as you opened the box.
I have a tendency.
You threw it on the floor.
It's got scratches and scuffs, and I haven't done a whole lot with it, but I don't baby anything. I throw knives in my pocket, and when I need to cut something, I cut it.
Yeah, surprisingly, we don't really geek out about knives that much. Like, we kind of talk about a full spectrum of things. So outside of here, we're not really in EDC mode all the time.
Yeah. Brandon asked me, we crashed Everyday Minimalists live yesterday, and he asked me what the most, I guess, hard use I've done with this knife is, and I didn't have an answer at the time, but looking back, I was cutting a belt off my lawnmower. My deck belt snapped, and I kind of went off pulley, and I couldn't get it undone, so I just cut it loose. That's probably it. And it had some, I believe, like a steel cable through it.
Wear a GoPro and record your damn shirt would be interesting. It would not.
It really would not be interesting at all.
Interesting
I'm not. I'll be the first to tell you, I'm not a very interesting guy. Like, I lead a pretty normal life.
The most interesting thing would be playing on your Steam Deck.
No, the knife didn't get my finger. That was my smoker. I was very smart and touched the heating element and got... The best part is, so when you're using a axis lock knife, I hit it right where I would pull the axis lock with my thumb and right where I'd... So I can't really do that right now. It just opens my finger up. It's great.
Sorry, bro. I'll open it for you.
It's not opening, it's closing it. Missed the drop on the Malibu. We're trying to get as many as we can. We called them really before we even sold out, and we're like, hey, we need more. We know we need more. So is this a new EDC Weekly format? You mentioned some changes to the formula on Instagram. Yeah, so I think this makes sense to be the EDC Weekly. And I guess it's a good time to kind of discuss the plan for that. And I think it best is described by saying the EDC Weekly was always a community show. Me showcasing everybody's carries and picking the coolest ones. And a lot of the time it felt like I was picking stuff that was pretty or that didn't have guns, or, you know, it seemed like I was heavily curating, but I was trying to just pick stuff that was interesting. And I get accused of like avoiding firearms. It's not really true. I don't really focus on it on this channel for obvious reasons. What's up, Steven? Thank you for the $1.99. We also got another $4 from Shane. Thank you very much for that. Yo, Steven, glad you're here. I don't ever really avoid the firearms. I don't focus on them for obvious reasons, but the more, and this is a really good topic we could talk about, but the more we get into, or the further EDC gets from its origin, the less and less and less you see guns. And I think a lot of that has to do with more people being into this hobby, if you want to call it a hobby, but also it's now kind of spreading outside of just the US, and carrying a firearm every day is not something that's really normal outside of this country. So that's, I think, a big part of it. There's a lot of international people now, and they don't have firearms in their carries. So I don't really avoid it. It's just there has been a big divide, or I would say EDC is more fractured now, and not in a bad way. There's just facets to it and different verticals. There are people who like things like Nux and pocket jewelry, and there are people who like budget gear. There are people who like somewhere in the middle. There's so many different verticals and levels, and there's a spectrum, I guess. And yeah, it's changed. So because of that, the EDC Weekly has changed. We went through a phase where no matter how hard I looked through all the submissions, a lot of them would just look the same. There have been several times I've gone through my submissions, and there's like 4 pictures. I'm like, did I take that? Like, wow. Yeah. So yeah, because of that, I think, and because I've probably done over 100 EDC Weeklies now, including ones that you probably have never seen that are on my old channel, I think it's time to just really start fresh and focus on community. So I think this is the best way to take the EDC Weekly forward. And that does mean that we can do the same old format here and just do it live. I've done it in the past. If you search EDC Weekly, my light went off at random for whatever reason. If you go through, there are some, like if you go on my channel and go to the live tab, you can look at some older live videos that I did, and some of those are EDC Weeklies. I just think it makes sense to make this a community show again, and it doesn't always just have to be about submissions. Maybe when I come on here, I've got 1 or 2 that I can share and show you and talk through, but maybe we dedicate 1 a month to just showing some of the submissions and getting through as many as we can. That could be fun. And me seeing them for the first time with you guys. I think that's an element to it that we haven't done in the past. And I think that's really the only way to kind of mix it up, keep it fresh and interesting for me. It was always kind of a slog to edit because there's graphics moving in and out and flying around and stuff. And it's one of the most complex videos, and it doesn't seem that way on the outside, but it really is. We should we not just shift?
It's up to you. I don't care.
Because I feel like, I'm like, get over there, dude. We'll have to like move the.
We should just get a bigger table.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And get a wider lens.
EDC Weekly Live. Yeah, I've done it a lot. Not a lot. I've done it a few times, and it was fun. Yeah, people get too caught up in the gear and the price of said gear, i.e. X. The best part of EDC is the community. I totally agree. And I do want to touch on another point. I actually took some notes while watching his video last night. Actually, he took notes for me. Thank you. I've touched on most of this. High-end versus budget. So one of his biggest gripes or bones to pick was that I really only focus on the high-end gear now. I just bought a $750 knife. The knife I was carrying was $550. Okay, sure. I do talk about very expensive stuff a lot of the time, and it's not always for everybody. And I have 2 counterpoints to that. One is, okay, let's compare like EDC YouTube to one of my favorite facets of YouTube to watch or whatever in my downtime, and that would be car YouTube, automotive channels. Imagine if all of the automotive channels out there only talked about like Honda Civics and Accords and like base level Tacomas. Like, how interesting would that be for everybody? There are people out there who are buying Mercedes and Porsches and McLarens. Like, you have to serve everyone, and you just can't keep it to one thing. Budget gear all the time can get very old. It gets boring. I still carry budget gear from time to time. I still like plenty of it. I still do budget videos fairly regularly, not super regular, but I don't focus on just the budget. I focus on, in the namesake of my channel, best EDC. So best at whatever price point is what I'm after, not just budget.
Keep in mind, we talked about how budget knives are becoming even better now.
Yeah, that's another point. EDCNC, thank you, Sam, for the $4.99. Not going to be able to stick around, but have a good show. Carry on. Thanks, dude. Have a good day. Stay safe on the road out there. But okay, so to his point, I don't know if he's really blaming me for the price of things going up. There are definitely some things that are going up. A perfect example, I've got it around here somewhere. I think it's right here. Is this right here. This is a production knife from China. It is a fantastic knife. I think these were almost $400. And then if you, what? Yeah, $385, which is high for a production knife. And then if you get the black Timascus inserts, or Timascus? Black Zircutime, I don't know. If you get those inserts, this thing is like $600. That's a whole lot for a production knife. So yeah, the prices of things are going up, but I don't think I'm to blame for that. There's a number of factors, but at the very same time, what's happening is you're seeing kind of an expansion on both sides. There are things that are edging up, but there's also things that are pushing. There's a race to the bottom. I've talked about this. I talked about it in my best knives under $100 video. There's a race to the bottom, and Civivi is like blowing the socks off everybody. But because of that, you're seeing more and more and more budget-friendly knives that are phenomenal. Right? When I started this channel, we did not have a great selection of knives around $50, and now there are hundreds. And it's so hard to even sit down and think about doing a video about the best knives in that price range because there's so many options. I'm ultimately always going to miss something awesome. And that's one of the reasons I struggle to make videos like that. Yeah, the Snex Vision from Civivi. That's a killer knife, a sweet knife. A few years ago, that was only available as a custom from Snex. Really expensive, hard to get.
I do love eggs, man. I could easily down. When you made breakfast, you made
oh my god, dude!
24 eggs.
Dude, we one dinner. Okay, to be fair, we had to throw away 12 eggs because there was like one bad one. So yeah, there's a race to the bottom, and it's happening, and it's awesome. It's great for everybody because there are budget knives that I have that are sick. But at the same time, I'm not forcing the price of things up. And the second point that was really related to that was that there's a Taylor Martin effect. But I'm not in control of that, right? When things go out of stock, I can't control the amount of inventory that people have. That just happens. And part of this kind of ties into both points together. The price of things, a lot of what I'm looking for, and the whole reason I started the channel was to kind of bring everybody up, to build a platform for these small batch boutique creators to have a platform to market, because a lot of these guys, they've gotten better over the years at social media and marketing. But when I started, there wasn't much presence from a lot of brands on Instagram, none at YouTube at all. And the point was I wanted to build a platform to kind of put them out there. Tale of Knives was one of the first that I really promoted, and they blew up from that. Hitch and Timber, Giltech, Wear Knives. I'm not claiming that I've created his knife business, but I helped him kickstart that off of the video I did on EDC Alabama. He was a knife modder before. He sent me some customized knives. I did a video on it. And 30 minutes later, he had to close his books, and he never opened them again. And he used that money to buy the stuff he needed to kickstart his knife company, which is Wear Knives. So that was the whole point from the start. It wasn't any particular budget. It wasn't any particular brand or this or that. It was find the best gear, find makers who are doing really cool stuff, and talk about them. That's it. I got nothing from that Wear Knives video except for he sends me knives just as a thank you. I didn't get anything from the Tale of Knives video, Hitch and Timber. I don't take money from most of the companies that I talk about. Sometimes they let me keep the knives, which is cool, but that doesn't pay the bills either, right? So there's a lot of layers here that as you like start to unpack everything he said, there's not a whole lot behind it. You can tell that this isn't what he does full time. It's not his full-time job. And he doesn't have to worry about some things that full-time creators do, which is fine. It's great. But
keep in mind too, something we've talked about is the price points that some of these knives are at when it comes to small makers is of course higher. And not because they just want to get money, but like they're spending time in a garage, they're spending time at a shop, like hand making this stuff, hand sharpening it. So you're paying a premium for that person's job. Like, you could go budget and buy a Civivi and We all day long. They make phenomenal knives, but you're gonna pay a premium for someone that's putting in a ton of work behind the scenes. And so what? Should you not support them and share their stuff because it's too expensive? It's like a double-edged sword.
Yeah, yeah, and the difference in focusing solely on budget and focusing on these like boutique brands is, if you're focusing on budget gear, you're always really kind of promoting big companies, big corporations who can afford to create tens of thousands of units of something, which is also fine. It's totally fine. But I built the channel to help uplift creators who are trying to do something on their own. That was it. Like rising tides, right? That's kind of the whole point. It's not necessarily about a money grab. It's not about always just focusing on expensive knives. I'm doing a video. We're shooting it Friday, I think.
Yeah.
It'll be up in the next week or two. And it's a series that I really like doing. The videos don't get a lot of views. I don't get money for it from any of the companies. Some of them want the knives back. Some of them are like, keep it. Some say, give it away. And I'm just doing a video where I'm featuring 5 knife brands that I think are doing cool things, shaking it up, mixing it up, and bringing something unique to the table. I'm doing that explicitly because of the reason I created this channel. There are so many knife brands out there now, and I want to find the ones that are doing something unique. So the last one I did, I think I had Arcane in there. I included TRM in one because I think they make probably the best value American-made knives. So it's just, there are just things that he's making a lot of assumptions about stuff that he really truly doesn't know at all. But the other thing that the last point I wanted to touch on in terms of like things selling out, one of the first video ideas that Ricky mentioned to me, he was like, we don't even have that light on. Look at us, freaking amateurs.
Look at that.
Freaking amateurs. Yeah, we went live with like no plan today. Yeah. Let me turn this other light on while I'm at. Oh, I'm not even signed in. Damn. Okay. So what was I talking about? Things going out of stock. One of the first videos Ricky recommended I make was about pouches, and I was like, that'd be awesome. Let's sit down and plan it. And we were going to do a video of the top 5 EDC pouches. All 5 of them out of stock. So there's Data Crew, there's Zero Feud,
Mighty Pouch, Garage Built Gear.
Garage Built Gear. There's Tom, Notorious EDC's AGP, and then there's one more in there.
Say Data Crew?
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think of the last one.
Your pouch. We talked about carry commission pouch.
I don't know. We talked about something. Well, we talked about, we had 5 on the list, and we're like, which ones of these are even available right now? None. 0. So we didn't make the video.
None at all.
We didn't make the video. I would have loved to. Pouches are hot. Pouches are great. Can't make a video if everything I'm talking about is unavailable.
Yeah.
So
I don't think necessarily. I mean, did you do a video of Zero Feud's pouch? I don't
No.
remember seeing that.
No.
They were just hot. Like, he priced them
Yeah.
properly, and they were selling out.
Yeah, it wasn't alpaca. I can't remember. I'll make the video. F it.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it, Brandon. You make the video. I'll go film it for you.
But to that point, and I guess this might be one of the last things I want to say on this whole thing, I guess. Maybe a couple other points, but the point is, I built Carry Commission to try and hopefully get past that, to bring really cool things out and then be in stock. And it's been very tough. We told Blue Ridge Overland Gear when we started doing the bum bag, we didn't know how popular it was going to be at first. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Camera's off. What happened? Yeah, we're still live. This just come unplugged. No. I'm going to see if it timed out or overheated. Don't worry, I'll get it.
I was writing technical difficulties on here because I wasn't sure if it was still up. Battery?
Yeah, dude, we're back. We're back. What was I saying? Oh, so we didn't know how popular the bum bag was going to be when we started. And what happened is we ordered 50 originally just to test the water, see how it was going to be. I feel like we should.
Totally.
But you're going to have to move the focal point.
Why is everyone blaming me for it? I did nothing wrong.
So we ordered 50. They sold out in a few seconds. So do you want to? Yeah. I feel like I'm just pushing you out of the screen. We do have a wide angle lens too.
I just saw
that. My God.
Should I go get it?
Yeah, you go outside and grab that. So we didn't know how popular they were going to be. And we did 50. They sold out in literally seconds. So we had to get some more made. We told Blue Ridge, just keep making them as fast as you can, and we're going to restock them, and we'll go from there. Not yet, though. Yeah. And it ended up being that every single time we've restocked the bum bag, they're gone. And we're trying to get past that. We want them to be in stock. I want Carry Commission to be a store. Long term, I want Carry Commission to be a store that you can walk into and try high-end knives, budget knives, pens, wallets, all of this gear. But I want it to be that when you come through the door that you are getting something you can rely on. So, yeah, in order to do that, we have to get past things selling out all the time. So it's tough. But to that point, like, I'm not in control of pricing. I'm not in control of things being in or out of stock, how many units a company has ordered or has stocked. So to blame me for that, kind of like, if you bring EDC to the masses, as he's claiming I should do, you have to be able to, what do you do? Do you not do a video because something might go out of stock, or not do a video because the company might increase the price? I did a video it was a viral video on TikTok of this little flashlight. I've only ever done a few TikToks, but I did one on a flashlight. It got millions of views. And it was a $15 flashlight. Within 10 to 15 minutes of me doing that video, the flashlights on Amazon went from $15 to $20 and $30. I have no control over that. Most of the comments are like, this thing's $30. What are you talking about? Sorry, I can't, like, it sucks, but what am I going to do? Tell the Chinese manufacturer to bring the price back down?
Yeah, right. It's out of your control. I mean, with the Malibus, it's like that too. Like, we wish that everyone could have gotten a Malibu, but unfortunately, like, it's just not up to us for us to decide how much someone gives you or what they price it at. Because at the end of the day, you're collaborating with people. It's not like you're not creating the product yourself for Carry Commission. It's a full collaboration, so therefore there has to be agreements on that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's a good point. He talks about me only having merch that's really expensive, but it's not merch. Carry Commission is not merch. Carry Commission is an online retail store, right? That's what, it's not merch. It's not Best MEDC hats and pins or TPT slides. That's merch. This is my store. It's a very different thing. We're buying the units wholesale, packaging them, fulfilling them, and we're buying stuff that is already an established product. There was one last little thing. The disregard for craftsmanship versus mass produced. Yeah.
I like what you talked about.
Yeah, there's two little final points, and then we're going to move on. And anybody who asks more questions about this, just come back to this. Just goes back to the budget and the price. You can't please everybody. If I make a video on very, very expensive stuff, usually those videos do really well. I don't make them very often. I'm talking like insanely expensive carries, $20,000, $30,000, $50,000 carries. It's just like doing a video on like a McLaren. Honestly, the same thing. I don't have any gear that's that expensive. This is my most expensive watch. And I bought this because it was a one of one and it's special. and I'm giving this to my son when he turns 18. Okay, that's that on that one. But if I make a video about that, then people get upset and they're like, you only ever talk about this expensive stuff. But if I have a video about budget stuff, then people are like, I don't care about this $20 item. I want to see like expensive things. You're never going to please everybody. You can't try to. So I make the things that makes the most sense for me and my channel at the time.
You know, at the end of the day, it's cool to see that stuff. Like, if Brandon's still in here, like, he's the king of that stuff, man. Like, he'll show off like a $10,000 Microtech, and it's cool. And I like watching that because I'm not going to go and spend it. So if I can see someone handling these expensive things, it brings me some sort of excitement. 'Cause I'm like, man, that does look really cool. I mean, you watch reality television and you see like Kim Kardashian spending a couple G's on like a new car. Are you going to get mad at Kim Kardashian because she's spending that money? It's tough. Like, at the end of the day, it's entertainment, right? Like, that's what we try to bring people to.
Yeah, I don't watch car YouTubes. Wow, I just sounded really old there.
Dude, like
I don't watch
50-something just now.
Yeah, I don't watch automotive YouTube and look at videos of Bugatti Veyrons and Ferraris because I'm going to buy one. In no way, form, or fashion am I probably ever going to own one. But it's still fun to watch. It's still fun to watch people put 1,000 horsepower in a Civic. I'm not going to do that either. You know, like, so the point is that you just make content and hope that people are going to enjoy it. That's it in a nutshell. We're all doing this. Nobody has it figured out. And if anybody tells you they do, they're lying to you and themselves. That's it. And I guess finally, what were we saying about this? It's right here. Okay. So I think the most laughable point that was made is about nobody having the ability to kind of make videos and get views because I'm stealing them all. I rank higher in search. I did this from scratch. When I started this channel, every single result for EDC except for one video was Electric Daisy Carnival. Every single video for like 7 pages. 7 pages. So strategically, I put EDC in the name of my channel. I never even loved the name Best Damn EDC. It's fine. I like it.
You said you were going to get a tattoo of it on your hand.
No, I wasn't. I was talking about my old channel. But I chose something with EDC in the name explicitly so it would kind of capture that term. I did that on purpose when no one else had that, which is why it worked in hindsight. The only other video, I said there was that one, the only other video was a Demolition Ranch video where he was doing like a joke truck EDC video and he pulled out like 50 guns. Yeah. But to that point, claiming that people have a cap or a ceiling and they're never going to get past this certain level of subscribership or viewership is really short-sighted. I'm not doing any of this to suppress other people, right? Like, I want to collaborate with people. I want to make videos with other people because making stuff by yourself is very boring. I think I said this to you last night when we were watching this. I said, I don't want to be at the top of the mountain by myself. That's really boring. Really, really boring. The only time it probably wouldn't be is if I went like solo backpacking. That's it.
In your life.
Yeah, I don't view any of the other creators here as competition. I don't. They are potential collaborators, every single one of them. And I don't always know everybody. I don't always answer texts or DMs. Ricky sees it firsthand. I never, ever, ever check my phone.
It's incredible. I honestly, to this day, I don't really know how he got here. Like, it seems like such a mystery sometimes.
Yeah, I get a notification. I'm like, oh yeah, cool, and then walk away.
But he has time to watch weird shit on Reddit all the time. Like,
oh yeah. The point is, this whole thing is about community, and I want to uplift people, everyone. That's the whole point in starting the channel. That's why I named this Best Damn EDC. That's why it's named that. It served 2 purposes. It tells you exactly what to expect, and it has EDC in the title, so it's good for SEO, which means it's good for exposure, and it gets the name out there. So it serves its purpose. This whole thing has been about community and helping people, reach new heights, be it other creators, makers, other people in the community, whatever it is. I want to help people, and that's what it's all about for me. You're saying all of this, yet you only respond to the guys that have insanely high-priced EDC. I do budget videos. I've done budget versions of the EDC Weekly.
That's also not accurate because you and I have done 3 EDC Weeklies together, and there's a wide variety of stuff.
Yep.
There has been Chavez, there has been custom slip joints, there has been regular pocket art, really expensive pocket art. That is definitely not the
one of the most recent ones was like a color coordinated, like classy carries, and I did a like levels of those in that video. It's just way easier for you, Ghost Malone, and Marine, and anybody. It's way easier to find something to be upset about than it is to try and see the full picture and understand what's actually happening. That's just life. It's not YouTube. It's not Best Damn EDC. It is easier to be outraged than to think critically, which is why our country's in the state it's in. Not to get political, but like, it's just a universal truth. So yeah. I think that's it. I think we covered everything. I really wasn't going to go this deep into it. How long have we been going?
like 50 minutes.
Holy shit. I really wasn't going to get this much into it, and here we are. Am I the only one who hates all the matchy-matchy photos on IG? Probably not. Probably not. I like color coordinating things for photos, but what I carry on a daily basis is usually not. So there is maybe a little bit of like, not pretentiousness, but like some things are jazzed up for social media. I do it. Everybody does it. It's because photos are pretty and it's fun to be creative and put stuff together and make things look nice. When I wake up in the morning and grab stuff, I just throw shit into my pockets. I'm not picking things out because they're the right color or whatever. I don't care. But when I'm making something all matchy-matchy, it's usually just for a photo, and it's fun, and it's a creative outlet, and I think people look too far into it, and they get too serious about all of this. That's all it's about. It's just cool gear, having a good time. If you go to EDC, if you go to the Blade Show...
Damn, bro. You're like reverting back in time. You're getting older as you speak.
Yeah. If you go to Blade Show, like that whole thing is about community, right? Everything is about community. This channel is about community, and I'll be the first to admit I've not been great at being present for the last year or two. I've been in my own place trying to fix myself, and that's not an excuse. It's not me complaining. It's just the truth. It's life. I had kids. I run 2 businesses. I stay very busy. I've been dealing with burnout, and I am literally every single day actively waking up trying to fix it and get around it and get through it and solve the problem. And I feel better today than I did yesterday, and I felt better yesterday than I did the day before, and things are improving dramatically over the last month or 2. That's why I'm here. I've been live streaming. I've been present.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Was that JB? I'm sure it was.
Yeah, it was.
So, yeah, I guess this was the best way for me to address what was made. It was clout chasing at best, and at worst, it's exactly what he's explaining that I'm doing to the community, which is bringing things down. Bringing it down is trying to veil what clout chasing as constructive criticism in a public forum. We don't need that in the community. If you had actual concern over me and my channel and what it's doing to the community, take it up with people in the community. We have mutual friends, right? You know Brandon, you know Ricky. If you have actual concerns, we talk about these things amongst each other.
Should you carry more than one knife? Because I do.
We need to get on that topic. I really meant to spend like 5 minutes on this. I said I didn't care, and then here we are.
Slip joint, which is this one.
Here.
I carry one of these.
Yeah. Let's bring it out a little bit.
Yeah. There you go. That's what I carry most of the time. I'll carry a folder and a slip joint, or I'll carry a fixed blade and a folder.
Our camera angle here doesn't work now.
Just put your face against mine. But yeah, I think it's cool to carry 2 knives. I used to not carry 2 knives, like, at all. Like, I used to just be strictly a strict 1 knife guy.
You have to stand on your toes.
But, yeah, we're the same height. I'm not even that short.
The focal point.
It's because you go like, you puff out your chest. That's what it is, bro.
I don't puff that out.
Yeah, dude, you're like this the whole time.
It's because I outpaced you today.
You're right. I carry. Anyways, I carry 2 knives. I think it's fun. Do I use both knives all the time? Absolutely not. But sometimes I feel like a slip joint is nice and easy to use when I'm at like a restaurant and I want to cut my steak or whatever. And then the folder if I want to do some heavy duty tasks. So, do you carry more than 2 knives? Taylor.
I just might. Maybe I do.
Or Ricky is a short.
Yeah,
dude.
Ricky is. We're going to have to.
100%.
You want to move that focal point again? So in the pocket today, I have the Kingpin from Notorious EDC, and I had my McNeese. I carry 2 knives most days, be it a combination like this right here, a locking folder and a slip joint, or more often than that, I carry like a small fixed blade and a locking folder of some sort, or a combination. I don't really ever do fixed blade and a slip joint for some reason, but I do carry 2 knives most days. And if you really want to get technical, I also have this in my pocket every single day. So technically I have 3 knives. Technically, a utility knife, folding knife, and a fixed blade. What fixed blade is this? This is a Nuge Knives Wicket. Show the LT right. It's in the other room. It is in the other room. Someone I saw said that he's going to make another video because he wants the clout. Yeah, I mean, that's why he made the video to begin with. He might have tried to veil it as, you know, constructive criticism, but he was really just trying to get my attention. He's been commenting on my channel saying, you know, similar things for a few months now. You know, it is what it is. I guess that's it. I typically carry like a small fixed blade and a bigger folding knife, because a big fixed blade is kind of a pain to carry, and I've already got a small blade. And the reason I guess I didn't even touch on why I carry multiple knives. A lot of the time it's food prep. I don't like getting food in the pivots of my knives, so fixed blade is really, really good for that. A slip joint I'll do for food too. They're still really easy to clean out, more so than something that has like bearings in the pivot. So I do use my knives for food prep a lot, and it's just way easier to clean something that doesn't have any moving parts. Even though this one's really small and you're really like having to get in there. I do like this fixed blade. I like
that sheath.
The sheath is what makes it.
Yeah, that sheath is awesome.
Offensive Industry sheath. So it's an ambi sheath. You can carry the blade in either direction. So I can put it in one back pocket or the other. But I have to take it out of my pocket because this clip will just wreck leather seats. But walking away today, I will probably be carrying that right there, the Rosie and the Kingpin. Now we can.
Good set. Good set. I like that.
My phone is blowing up. No, emails.
Oh, best Damn EDC in-person meetup. Yeah.
I've been talking about that for about
since I've started working with you 2 months, but you've probably been talking about.
I've been talking about it for about 4 years.
Yeah.
I think if we do it, it's going to happen in Tennessee. It won't happen in North Carolina. And the reason for that is I would either do it. North Carolina is not a great central location. Tennessee's a little bit better, but the reason I do it in Tennessee is I would have better venues. I would either do it at Smoky Mountain Knife Works or Big Idea Design's new headquarters. Once they get it ready and finished, they're just moving into a bigger location. And I think it's that's probably going to be the location because I work so closely with Big Eye, and Jeremy would probably come and do one too. We could do a few people in one.
A live whiskey knife fight?
We could do a live whiskey knife fight. CJ Glad, what's up, dude? Long time no see. Vision R or Dimco 8020. Both seem to have really fidgety and quality locks. I would go Vision R. I'm not a huge fan of the Dimco aesthetic. I think it's a very janky looking design. Like, not to rag on them too much, I just don't care for the design. It's not me. I really like the Vision R a lot. I want one of the Civivis, actually.
I've ever handled it.
Oh, wait, shit, I can't own a Civivi. It's too cheap.
I'll own it. I'll own the Civivi, and then you can use it. Yeah. You can look at it. You're not going to use it.
No, you made a video. You don't buy budget knives.
Oh, shit. I'm canceled now. Sorry. I can't be on this live anymore. Oh, yeah, we're going to Blade West.
Yeah. If I don't go, he's going in my stead, but I should be there.
Yeah, I'll go.
Liridon Ibra. What a name. That's awesome. Thank you for the $1.95 in whatever currency that is. $1.95 in whatever currency. I called it $1. Just have it.
Hey, Brandon, I may have already rented your studio. I told Taylor we were just going to go, so yes.
Yeah, I'll just sleep on your couch. Ricky can sleep in my truck.
Yeah. I didn't even ask. I didn't ask you, Brandon, and I'm sorry, but I just kind of offered it up.
CJ, do you remember I lost that Spry bar like 5 years ago? That is one of the only pieces of gear I've ever lost and could not find. One of the ones, Swiss. I knew that, CHF, because all the freaking watches are in Swiss currency. I never found the Spry bar. I don't know what happened to it. I have lost that. Some AirPods Pro, which have to be in this office or somebody stole them.
You lost a pen recently?
And this week or last week, I lost a billet spin cam pin. That's...
I mean, to be fair, it's probably in here somewhere. Like in a cabinet,
yeah.
in a couch.
We need to just top to bottom clean this place.
Let's host a Best Damn EDC garage sale.
Do I still carry a tactical pterodactyl? What's up? These comments are not...
You're like way behind on that.
Yeah. We're also dropping frames again.
Yeah. It's like delayed by probably 3 minutes.
No way.
Dude, it's delayed. Like, look at all. Oh, actually, no. Technically, we're right here. We're at Swiss. So we're delayed by 5 or 6 comments.
Brazen says, smoke anything noteworthy lately? I have a couple of CAO flatheads I'm looking forward to trying once they rest for a bit. The flatheads are great. They really are. Lately for me, I picked up a H99, a Liga Bravada H99 or H990. I can't remember. I tried the Girl with No Name, but you're not a fan of the Deadwoods. I really am.
Which one was that one?
You didn't have a Girl with No Name.
No.
You also haven't had the Liga Bravadas. But I have Liga Bravada number 9 cigarillos, and you can have one of those. Sorry, I'm not giving you a $30 cigar.
I probably wouldn't appreciate it.
I can't buy them.
Well, I wouldn't appreciate it that much.
They're so hard to find now.
For me, dude. I have some presents for you both.
Wade Knife and Tool.
Yeah.
Joshua, what's up, dude? Thank you for the $20. Lunatic. Would love to see an episode on all the ways people store and display their collections, an EDC Battle Station episode, if you will. That is actually something I could do with the EDC Weekly as well. Like battle stations. People have always wanted bag dumps, but the problem with a bag dump is that, like, if I'm talking about all the gear, pocket dump videos, like just the EDC Weekly, takes so long to get through one submission, or at least it used to, because I would talk forever. Imagine 100%. That. Imagine that. But when somebody does a bag dump, I mean, you're talking about like 5 times the amount of gear, you know? So I never did those. Maybe we could try and do that, but battle stations would be really cool for sure. There's is it DiBendetto or Dustin Moose? Dustin Moose did one. I did a EDC Weekly recently, and he has like a battle station in his closet. It's crazy. He's very active on the Facebook group. The H99, that's it. The Liga Bravada H99.
Setup Wars. That'd be fun.
Setup Wars.
Like Brandon pre-records his, we record ours and splice them in. That could be kind of cool.
I'm in. Let's do something together, Brandon.
What folding knife should I get under 150? A hyphen, if they're even available.
They're not under 150.
A hyphen is more than 150?
Oh, let's just talk about this since you asked. This is not to answer your question, but I did say I would talk about this thing. So this is the
Yep. Nailed it.
I forgot. Where's the
Endura.
box? Endura, yeah.
An M4.
It is a CPM M4 Endura from Blade HQ. It's their exclusive that's coming out. I don't have a date window on this. Tomorrow, on the 10th. So go check these out on Blade HQ. CPM M4. Or as I said on
CPM
yeah, Brandon's stream yesterday, CPM C4. Dude, I'm getting old, man. I'm getting so old. I call Flynn like Eleanor. I call Eleanor Flynn. I'm getting to be that like stereotypical dad who can't remember anything. That's me.
Dude, I do that too. Sometimes like my speech slurs and stuff. Like maybe there's something in the water here.
It's because all the excursions in this area.
Yeah, dude, it's like messing with my brain.
It's pretty cool. Pretty cool knife. Very big lockback. But even though it's a lockback, it's got some. You don't like the color? I'm not a huge mint fan either. Why is this thing just not focusing?
He starts calling you Flynn and Ricky. Yeah.
I mean, they look alike.
Yeah, we're very
Just
similar.
kidding. Flynn is like me times 2.
Dude, Flynn is going to deadlift more than Taylor in like
a year.
Yeah.
Like,
he's going to be deadlifting like 700 pounds. That dude is like a tank.
To answer the question, knife under $150. One of my favorite knives in that price range. Sure is.
Oh yeah, that is dope.
So these are like $90, I think. The ATCF Lite from Terzula.
Oh, Flynn hit 40 pounds today.
He's already been 40
Let's
pounds.
go. Oh.
Yep. Trying to cover up my nasty looking finger. These are really good, but they're well under $150.
Or CRKT.
It's a good knife though. Good working knife. Feels good. Whoa, big guy. How old is he? Yeah, Flynn's 2 and he's 40 pounds. He's a tank.
He runs like Rhino from Spider-Man, bro. He runs like a tank. It is so fun watching.
What watch did I give Ricky? I don't even know what it is.
He gave me this watch. No, he didn't. Oh, it's in the truck still. Damn.
Yeah, Hogue Deca is actually a really good one too. Hogue Deca is a great knife in that price range. I wouldn't mind giving that Gerber a try, that crossbar lock Gerber.
Oh, the Assert.
Yeah. Ricky needs a mic. I know we didn't plan this out. My graphics are off because if I'm moving over to account for Ricky, I'm over here. Also, if you're on the live stream the next time, we need to use the wide lens.
Yeah, we're just too thick.
Yeah, we're too thick for the.
We're too broad.
We need the 20 mil instead of the 24.
Yeah, 100%. That's what it is.
Assert is a shit. Oh, great. Okay, well, I'm so unfamiliar with the $150 range. I basically have a bunch of like $50 to $90 knives and like $250 and up. It's a great range. I know they're good stuff, but I just...
Spiny Dogfish. We did a review on that. It's really weird. Gavco, but $68. Pretty smooth.
Ooh. I do have a good suggestion. A little more premium than the ATCF Lite. This is a really good knife. I think they're like $120. The Boker Plus Canoe from Joe Mangiafico. Just very kind of like small Sabenza-esque.
I'd say more Trevor Burger. I thought that was the Trevor Burger when you had it.
Where is my burger? Did I lose it again?
You probably left
Damn it. Where's the burger? I had it. What did I do with it? I had it this morning. I had it in my pocket.
Yeah, I think that looks more like a Trevor Burger rather than a...
Oh, I think I put it in here.
Yeah, dude. Just go ahead. They just want to see your arm anyways.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. From even just like this angle, it's for sure Trevor Burger-esque. Yeah. It's actually pretty crazy.
You can front flip both of them. Oh. It always hurts if you like miss a front flip. But the blade shapes are what I'm saying. They don't look a lot alike.
No.
The blade on this one looks very Sabenza.
Yeah. The body, and it's a front
But it's a
flipper.
flat grind. It's a flat saber instead of a hollow.
$120 though. It's a good looking knife.
This is a great knife for the money. It's a little small. Don't get me wrong. It's about the size of a lander. Which we have here somewhere, right?
The lander's right. Nope, it's not. Yeah. It's somewhere in there because we definitely
Literally just had it. Isn't that what I always say?
Yeah, we literally just had it. It's somewhere in this office.
It's in the vicinity of here. We literally just had the... here's the Oak Deca. Since that was mentioned. Oak Deca. Ignore the Trevor Burger because it's a little too expensive for that 150 range. What happened?
You have a knack for making knives disappear.
What happened? We literally just had it. Did I put it in here?
Taylor doesn't even. It's not that he doesn't use his knife. He just loses them first. He doesn't find them.
Here's another good comparison to make, even though obviously this is $400, but that's a pretty good comparison. Very similar style knives. The only reason I was trying to show, I think I put it in that cabinet actually. Middle cabinet maybe. Lose your shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. Is it over there on the middle shelf on the right? Cool. Just kidding, I was lying to you. I don't know.
We'll find it in like 2 weeks.
What Boker is this? This is the Boker Plus Canoe from Joe Mangiafico. That would be my recommendation, honestly, for best knife under $150. Only because I'm not the biggest fan of crossbar locks. I think they're fine. They're really nice in terms of like fidgetability, ambidextrous use. This would be my recommendation for one that's under 150, the Hogue Deca. But my recommendation for a knife, the best one would be the Boker. Those three are all really, really, really good for the money. Yeah, I don't know anything about the Kaiser Hyper. Don't be sitting over here flipping shit.
Yeah.
Hogue Deca is a really good knife. Damn it. I really wanted...
Dude,
the lander
is it in your pocket?
No. The lander in that... No, I set it up here, but I don't... Oh, well. Moving on. Oh, it's right there. It was exactly where I looked the first time. I just didn't look hard enough. To give you an idea of the size of the canoe, it's a little bit bigger than the lander.
You got one of those, yeah?
I do have a drop bear.
Somewhere. Oh.
I do know where some things are.
Sometimes.
So I have this drop bear. It looks kind of like a bastardized crossbar Elementum. Sort of. It's a little, it's almost got the blade chip of one of my like all-time favorite knives. Almost. It's very spear pointy. Didn't you buy one of these?
Yeah, it's at home in all TI with Terravantium.
Yep. So it's almost got the same. It actually has the exact same blade shape, minus this little bit of a like. It's not really a ramp, but this extended. I don't know. Anyway, the blade profile is basically the exact same. But I don't know. Something about the drop bear just doesn't do it for me. What's the price on these? I don't even know. 20 CV drop bear. Knowing it being Kaiser probably in that price range, it's probably fine.
Gnarly lock stick. Mine has.
No, It has it sometimes.
Oh no, you got pretty much none. Mine has some like crazy lock stick.
All TI. I'll let you have whatever you like. Dude, I told him if he doesn't like the Invictus, I'm buying that one from him too because I love this knife.
This one's smooth, dude.
I've carried and used the shit out of this thing.
When we get home, you can handle the All TI one, but that one is like it's some major lock stick.
I've had to sharpen this one a couple times. Dropped it, thrown it, cut some gnarly stuff with it. It's my sea otter. The drop bear is a high-end Ozark Grail. Prove me wrong. No, that's what I was going to say about this. Keep switching camera angles. This kind of feels like, that's the reason I said it feels kind of like an Elementum, is it kind of feels like an Elementum. And I think it's the fact that those liners extend beyond the scales just a little bit. Something about that always makes a knife feel cheaper. It doesn't feel bad. The action on it's really good. It just, something seems a little off to me. I haven't really handled it much. You can still get a 2.7-inch Spyro Chamois for like $1,500 or so. Oh,
Nice.
Cool. Great. I have a Chamois in the other room.
What's the difference?
We Knife OEM'd it.
I'm
Production.
completely unfamiliar with a lot of
Beaumont Dale.
Can you stop
Thanks for
flicking
hanging
your
out.
knife? Can you stop flicking your
I'm
knife?
going to
It's-
actually
it's-
front flip because you
it's
can't do that.
Messing. I can front flip that. I can't front flip the urban.
Or like the
Mormon
sea otter.
minimalist.
Can you front flip the sea otter?
Probably can, dude. I'm like, and I love front flippers, but it's there.
You're like wrist flicking it too. Front flip it like a man. Come on.
Nope. That's all you get from me. It's a no for me, dog. It's a no for me.
I think I can front flip basically anything here that's supposed to be front flipped. Oh, that looked like you.
Yeah, that was actually my hand.
That was your hand. I don't even know if that one's supposed to be able to be front flipped. I know the
so.
Urban Minimalist is not.
The Merban. Yeah, it is. Look at the freaking front flip on that.
This?
Nope, I can't do it. No, not that. That for sure is.
Brandon didn't know that this could be front flipped, so I had to show him that it can be front flipped.
No, Brandon, I can't front flip it, man.
I can.
I need to build that callus here. But then again, for Taylor's hand looked like they got bit by a zombie, and it's like some radioactive shit. So
Can we focus on my thumb?
yeah, look at that fucking thumb, dude. You need to go put bleach
Dude,
on it or something like.
My hands are in just
That is
such a
not
poor
healthy.
state of decay.
What's that meme? My hands look like this, so our hands can look like that. Oh,
Yeah, my thumb is.
yeah, dude.
I've got blisters and like all sorts of stuff.
Still a better thumb than lefty. Yeah, Kevin
Who's-
does have a fucked up thumb too. Get wrecked.
Can you lefty flick these things? Come on.
Lefty. No, dude, I can't. Last time I tried, I went home and like my thumb was raw and I was like bleeding from my nails. No.
What is the name of my favorite one? What? My favorite one. What?
No. So, David, I can Spidey flick a normal Zon, but not Taylor's Zon. Like Taylor's Zon is like glued shut.
Yeah, my Zon has the craziest detent.
Yeah, definitely the craziest detent on a Zon.
I was not about to ask who Lefty was. I was about to ask him if he could lefty front flip.
No.
So Tammy, what's my favorite one? What? I don't know what you mean.
There it is. Taylor's hands look like this, so Ricky doesn't have to front flip his knives. Thank you.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh, Luke text. Luke, I have your Clydesdale with me. Been meaning to take some photos of it.
Ken Rossi, $200 and under, camping, fishing, bushcraft, no hunting, more knife, fin, or wit. What? It needs to be smaller for smaller hands. Is that a question?
Maybe. Knife on the table right there.
Oh, what's the name of my favorite? How are we going to translate this? One of the ones. So the one I recommended for under 150 is this one right here. This is the Boker Plus Canoe. That's my favorite under 150, I think. If I were to choose one. If you were talking about the one that I said was one of my favorite knives of all time, that is this one, and this is the Prometheus Design Works Invictus. It's a collaboration between Terrain 365 and PDW, and this is the Teravantium version. I say collaboration, but it's the same guy who owns PDW and Terrain 365, same person. So it's just their other version of the knife.
What was the collab on this, though? The micarta or just the
Teravantium? Teravantium is exclusive to Terrain 365.
Right, but the PDW collab, what is it? Is it because this one's micarta? Or like
no, they have several different versions of this knife on Terrain 365. So the collaboration was that this knife was made with Teravantium.
Mine was too, so is that?
But there are Invictus knives that are not Teravantium.
Right, yeah, because they have some in M390.
Yeah,
so all the Teravantium are collabs.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. I didn't know that. Right.
So yeah, that's the Invictus. It's a fun little knife.
Brad almost lost profound in the sea of pouches he brought. That's right.
What did it say?
Brad had an Invictus, and he thought he lost it at Blade Show, but it was just inside of a pouch, like in his truck.
So I lost a Benchmade Proper one time. I knew I had it, and I couldn't find it. I looked for it for like 3 weeks, and it was in a box of stuff that I got for Christmas. And when I found this knife, it was in like August.
You lost it for like a whole year.
Well, what happened is I was carrying it, and I was using it to cut open my Christmas presents, and apparently I just threw it in the box and set it back in my pocket. Took that box to my office, and it just sat in the closet, and I never thought to look in there because I knew what was in there. Yeah. Sorry, hang on. Just watching this.
Oh, yeah. When is the best Damn EDC knife coming?
Ooh.
Watch?
Will it be the best EDC watch? I can't say too much on this. Sorry.
Or I have to like flash you like a
Yeah. Not take my shirt off.
Yeah. That's my first one.
Although it might have the same effect. Or make you wish it had the same effect.
If you have nightmares about Taylor half naked, then we've done our job.
Yeah, apparently somebody already has.
Yeah.
I lost my first run ProTech Malibu over a year ago. I still can't find it. Favorite knife ever. Damn, that sucks, man. Ad right when he starts talking about my question.
The answer was you just can't say anything. That's all.
When am I getting my Speedy? I don't know. Can you not cut me, please?
Like Alex with the ProTech
Yes, you should carry more than one knife. I agree. One of the reasons is I think that you should have a knife that you don't feel bad handing to somebody, especially if you carry a very nice or exclusive or weird knife, because, all right, if you ever watch this, I promise I don't hate you, TC. I got this knife. I had it for like a week, and I was at Georgia Bushcraft. TC was like, ooh, can I see that? And I hand it to him, and the first thing he does is drop it in the rocks. I was like, thanks, TC. Appreciate you. So you should always have a knife that you can hand to somebody that you don't trust. Obviously, TC is not that person in that situation. He just got some butterfingers, and it's okay. But when I picked up the knife, I noticed that my little glow insert was missing as well. And I was like, dude, you dropped my knife and the glow insert on the stud fell out. And I just carried this thing without a glow insert on the back stud for a while. But when I got back from that Georgia trip, I found it in my nightstand in a little tray that I put my stuff in. I found that, and I had to epoxy it back in. But, yeah. I think that's a good reason that you should carry a second knife, though. Is have one that you would feel okay handing to somebody else.
That's a good question. What's your thoughts on buying, fairly expensive knives and then having a modded? Do you mod anything? You've modded a few things, right?
Bro, the first knife I modded myself was a Sabenza. I'm not even joking.
Okay.
It's at the house right now.
Right.
But I bought it from Peter. So Peter Peter bought like 3 Sabinzas in like a week, and one of them was a plain, and he had some sort of like fancy wood inlay one. So he's like, I think I'm going to sell this. He ended up selling it to me. It was brand new. He sold it to me for $200. And I was like, shit, $200 Sabinza? I'm taking this straight to Rick's and customizing it.
So what'd you do to it?
Acid stonewash, bronze anodized.
And you don't have that anymore.
Yeah, it's at the house.
Oh, cool.
I was sharpening it. It needs a new edge.
3 is 4 and 6 is more. Yeah. That's a good way of thinking of it.
Blade Brigade put a Spidey hole in a Seb. Yeah, Recalcitrant American will do that as a service if you want a Spidey hole Sabinza.
Oh, yeah, that's Bruce. Bruce does some mod stuff.
Flexing. Who's flexing? Are we flexing? I'm not flexing, I promise.
Yeah. We're just standing like this the whole time. When we flick knives, we're just like...
I'm actually off camera holding my other hand down. So nothing against the Lander or Rat 2, but I always carry one of those just in case I need to hand it to someone or so they aren't intimidated by a big knife. I normally carry a Chavez. Yeah, totally makes sense.
I should have grabbed the watch from the truck, man. People are asking about it.
The watch.
People are asking about
I don't want to. I don't want that on. Like, nope.
It's my new watch. You know, he came out of the garage and like gave me this thing. He's like, "Here you go. This is my gift to you." And I'm like, "Wow, man."
It's just so.
Taylor's giving me a gift. Like, this is too generous, man. Like,
it's so bad.
About it. And I opened it.
It's so bad.
And it was just, you know, I put it on and it has that camo strap and it feels like I'm not wearing anything. It's glorious, actually.
What is the next carry commission drop going to be? Most likely, honestly, these. Forget where my camera is. I'm a professional, I swear. So these are this stuff kind of frays a little bit, but it won't really actually fray too much. But this is a little knife caddy folio from Redeemed Creations. So wax canvas on the inside. It's got a little flap to cover the clips and whatnot, and then buck brown on the outside. I think it's buck brown. Might be English, Dublin tan, whatever. We have quite a few of those, but we aren't ready to drop them just yet. I don't know. I would love to have a collaboration with Chris Reeve, but I also have realistic expectations right now. This thing is really small.
It's incredibly light, though. Like,
it is very lightweight.
Small, it's kind of scary how light that pen is.
We're talking about this thing, by the way. This is the Oz Machine Company pen, which is called the... Oh. Cord's too short. Heard that one before. Little John.
That's great.
This is the Little John. It's really thin. I wish I had my Saga to compare it to, because I think are they not similar prices?
I'm not sure. To this day, I didn't know Oz made a pencil. You just got one now. To be honest with you.
Yeah. What's the Little John cost? Should I go get the Saga to compare?
Is the office open?
I don't think so.
Sorry, not sorry.
I saw someone with a modded Sabinza with Hymascus inlays on Reddit. It looked pretty sweet. I saw... What were those? Were those anodized? Were those zirconium scales? What were those?
Oh, it's...
Hymascus scales?
Yeah, it was
from Good Screw.
Good Screw, that's what it was.
200. Okay, so this is about $100 or 130 less than a Saga. It's much thinner than a Saga. I guess I gotta go get it. Hang on.
Yeah, I know, but the music sounds nice. Oh yeah, nice and soggy and moist headphones. This is awesome. Thinner than a Saga. Are the mini kit planks comfortable to write with? I have biggish hands. I quite enjoy mine, to be honest with you. Oh, it's not gonna focus, is it? Yeah. Yeah, they're actually really comfortable to write with. I normally prefer a slightly bigger pen, but these are perfect to put in like a pouch, and they're perfect for everyday carry too, since they're so much more on the minimal side. But I highly recommend them. They're very fun. Ricky, take over. Stay moist. That's right, Ian. Stay moist. What knife do you want to steal from Taylor? I don't think there's nothing I want to steal, right? But if I can have a pick, it might be the Sea Otter for now, just because I kind of want one. What? What paper? Oh no, we didn't. PSA for Ricky. Taylor's caustic sweat is contagious.
All right. So I got this tray. This is not what we asked for, or you asked for. But somebody last week asked for, like, to see, like, most of my Big Idea Design collection. This is most of the Big Idea Design stuff. Got another one there.
They're kind of everywhere.
They are. Here's another one. Is this the one you took the photos of?
No, I think that's yours. This is the one that I use for photos. Unless you grabbed one for a photo and then just left
No, I've got one. So, it's all right. I do like the music. The music is great, but it's okay.
Good God, that is ridiculous. Yeah, no kidding. That is a whole lot of pens.
Yeah. Sure is. There's a lot of zirconium too.
Yeah.
Here's the zirconium. That's okay. This is zirc. There's zirc. Yeah. Here's another zirc. There's a zirc fountain pen.
All the zirc.
All the zirc.
Oh wait, this is a. Oh, never mind. I thought that was
The reason I grabbed this, most realistically, or whatever, is to show a slim, Big Idea Design pen. Put this in the tray.
Yep, thanks.
All right, so here's a slim, Big Eye pen.
Your glasses are going to rust now.
What? Oh, your glasses.
From the microphone.
Nice.
Oh, man.
All right, so we've got the Little John tactile turn, slim bolt action. We have a slim bolt action from Big Idea Design, and then we also have the Saga. And by a pretty significant margin, the Little John is the thinnest. Why is this so hard? Can we get it to focus? God. There we go. Do I have any knives left from my big purge? Yeah, they're actually still sitting in a box down the hall. They're in a box down the hall. So you can actually see this is quite a bit thinner. It's a really small pen, which I was warned of that before it came. Taylor, with the Victorinox Mini Champ Alox model retiring, do you think they'll introduce a comparable model? Probably not, because they've got the, not Bantam, what is it called? Starts with a B. It's like a classic SD with another layer. Well, they've got the classic SD, but they've got the other one, whatever it is. Looks like it's barely bigger than the insert. Yeah, it's thin. I mean, the Saga's already a pretty thin pen. And then we have this. So it's really thin, which is why it's light. I mean, it's real thin. Why did I never get a Rask? Can you get me one? Oh, no, I can't, but I just never did because the opportunity never arose. Really. I don't know that we really know. We've got a restock, yeah. If you're interested, we do have a restock of the Tough Clips. These are in stock now. I forgot where the focal point is. doesn't like the QR code. Yeah. Tough clips are back in stock, as well as those pins.
Good stuff.
These right here. Those are both in stock. Right, yeah. Meow.
There's actually a really hot photo on Carry Commission right now, that pen. So.
Yeah, I took it.
Okay. Oh, okay. Right. Uh-huh.
Tough clips are so much better than I expected. So when I made the video, the first time I was talking about the tough clip, I said that. I said it's got a quality like je ne sais quoi, which is like it's a quality that's great. You can't really explain it. It's something you have to experience. And it's true. There's something about the tough clip that once you try it, you're like, oh, this is actually really good. It's worth it. And I get so much flack about making a video about a titanium paper clip that costs 50, 60, I don't even know what they cost. But they're great. They're fantastic. They're really, really, really good. Rambler. Yes, CJ, you're right. It is Rambler. It doesn't start with a B. It's a Rambler. I'm an idiot. That's not news to anybody. I'll trade my car for that drawer. It's probably, I mean, depending on what your car is, it's probably a good deal on my end. It seems like, just based on, who was it? It wasn't Hodinky. Somebody recently that did a thing on like the watch brands that are the hottest right now, and Omega is actually kind of hotter than Rolex. Rolex is like got longevity on their side. Rolex is always going to be like the watch you can buy and make money on. But in terms of, I guess, what's popular right now, Omega's kind of up there.
And the watch world is seeing a ton of what the knife world is seeing now, right? Like there's so many really good micro brands at like so many different price points, like Laurier, what's the other one with a B?
Brew? No.
No, there was another one. Baltic.
Baltic's pretty good.
Is doing some great watches too, and they're all like in that $600 to like a couple $1,000. So I mean, they're doing good stuff.
Yeah, the Keeper's great too.
The Keeper is
Yeah, I mean, for years, and this is not to go back to what we were talking about earlier, but one of the reasons I think my carry has probably stagnated a little bit is because for years I looked for gear that was good, would solve some of the problems that I had, and now I've solved those. One of the biggest problems I had was carrying my keys and having this bulky, awful key setup. This has not changed in a year plus, maybe 2 years. Obviously, I switched from like a little shackle to this Keeper once Dustin came out with this, but that's all that's changed. I have had this Ember. I threw this on there when I got it, but I don't really use it a ton. I do sometimes when I need a flathead, and then this thing. But the gist of my keys is this right here, right? This hasn't really changed in functionality, just a couple of upgrades in product. There have been a few different versions of something like this that I've used, but for the most part, this is settled. It doesn't change. And then I throw a tritium fob on there so that I can find it in the dark, and that's my keys. And this has just come in handy several times over the last few months, which is a Civivi key bit. It's a screwdriver with T6 and T8 on it. So T8's on the other side. So that's it. Simple. It's got some functionality to it. There's a little bit of bling, but it's a really good key setup. Don't get me wrong. I understand this is expensive. These are, I don't remember, 55, 65. Let's see real quick. I think we can even do this. I'm going to have to maybe do this and do this. And then do studio mode. One second, guys. Right. So if you've not been here, this is my website, Carry Commission. We have all of this stuff in stock that's not sold out. Tough clip, $55. They are in stock, just in titanium. But this right here, so $55 for that. Go back here. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I didn't even show them.
Crushing it. You're crushing it.
There we go. There we go. So $55 for that. And then we also have the Keeper, which is sold out right now, but they're $62. So just for this and this, I'm not even showing you that view now, but the Keeper and the Tough Clip, we're looking at $100, right? 62, 55, 110. I don't even know what the function F key's for. You don't need one. Yeah, but you don't need that. You can get these for $10 or less. And then the key bit is like $40 for the key bit, because I think that's titanium. So it's like a $200 key setup for what it's worth. But for me, it's been worth it.
I bought my Keeper. I mean, I saw Taylor's key setup and I was like, oh man, that looks way better than what I had. I think I had like an Orbit key organizer that was just a little bulkier. And yeah, that just makes sense. And now I actually enjoy carrying my keys that way because it just works for me.
Yeah, it's a really solid setup. So these magnets are very strong. Yeah. And that's it. That's the keys. Stays like that. I walk up to my office door, I pull that off, unlock the door, keys go back on.
Oh, so that's a good one. So car fobs. Oh yeah, train time. Car fobs are a pain in the ass. How do you guys carry them? I actually put my Jeep key fob on the Tough Guy clip, just because the Jeep key fob sucks.
Yeah,
key fob.
This sucks. It goes in my back pocket.
Yeah,
that's where it stays.
But I
hate
like
fobs.
2 keys. So I don't.
So that stays in my back pocket, and the actual key for the truck stays in the truck because I lock the truck because I have a fob separate from it.
My watch enthusiasm is a bit all over the place. Like I have a Tudor GMT, which I deeply love, and then I have like my G-Shocks and a couple of Casios. I mean, I'm all over the place with it. I collect a little bit of everything. My goal would definitely be like a Rolex like Day Date. I think to me that's just like the classiest watch that you could possibly get. Yeah, so I'm kind of all over the place. Kind of like a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I haven't bought a watch in a hot minute. Well, I bought that Hamilton for a video that we're actually not going to make. I need to return that Hamilton. I didn't buy it because I wanted the Hamilton. I just bought it for a video that we ended up scrapping. But yeah, I don't have any watches that I'm like pining over right now, except for the ones I've always wanted, which is like a Pelagos or a Tudor Black Bay Steel Pro or an Omega Speedmaster. Yeah. If I were to buy a watch, probably be one of those, but I'm not anywhere near being willing to spend several thousand on a watch right now. It's true, once the hunt for better gear systems beats fruit, it does naturally fall to the background. Yeah, once you've found what you're looking for, it's hard to keep looking, right? Like, why keep looking? I think it's very different from, say, fitness, right? Fitness, you should always be trying to improve or something like that, right?
Hey, Sam. What up, Sam?
Whoa, Raven is in here. What's up, bro? But in that regard, like if you've reached what you're looking for, okay, maybe lay off the gas a little bit. You can, but it's always changing, right? You're never going to be like where you need to be. And if you take your foot off the gas, it's going to change. With gear, it's not like that, right? Because you find what you're looking for and that's that. You've solved the problem. I don't know what to say beyond that. I've really settled a lot of the problems I have, and lately, since we're just here on the topic of it, I've been knocking down some of my grails. These are some of the knives I looked for a very long time. Got them, have them, carry them, use them. I got most of the knives that I want. What are we laughing at?
Sam, I actually thought about that the other day when I forgot my hair tie. I'm like, oh yeah, I gave that one to Sam. That's why it's not in my adopt kit anymore.
A hair tie?
Yeah, because I think Pete stole his, and then I was like, well, just steal mine. We'll keep this whole thing going.
So, as I've been progressing through and buying the things that I really want, like, I don't want for much anymore, right? I see something cool and new and shiny, and sometimes I want it, but for the most part, I have all the knives that I've wanted, except for maybe a custom Peter Racenti Nirvana or a David LeSpec custom. Other than that, I got what I want. So it's hard to be looking for things when I have stuff that, like, these check all the boxes for me.
I think it's also, like, I think we always talk about people coming into the hobby. And I think when you're getting, like, one of the biggest tips that I normally tell people when they're getting into the hobby is kind of explore a little bit with what you like. But once you've been in it for a while, you start buying more purposefully, I would say. Mm-hmm. Like, you know exactly what you like. You're kind of, like, fine-tuned. You're, like, honed in on it. So, therefore, your purchases are more calculated, right? Like, you don't get, like, the urgency to want to buy things as frequently because you've kind of experienced it and you know what you like and what you don't like. So that's why, like, curated sets like this is, like, it's fun to look at because you're like, man, I remember when I wanted all of these, but it also shows, like, this is what I enjoy. So why go out and keep buying stuff that I'm not going to use if I have what I need right here?
Yeah, and this is there's not a really good way to say this without there's not a good way to say it. But for example, I was offered a Roosevelt well before he got super popular, or the company got super popular. It was after he closed his books the first time, and I turned him down. I was like, I don't want to be jumped in front of the line. We'll get it later. And that later was 3 years later, right? Or 2.5 years later. But I also have this, like, I don't have the urgency to buy things because I can typically get my hands on stuff, which is, I don't really pull that string. I don't pull that card a lot, but this was offered to me in DMs. I still bought it, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't have that rush and urgency because if I want something, usually word gets out and then it happens, and I really try not to do that. I don't do that. This was offered, and I missed that opportunity years ago because I said no, so I took it. And that's one of the only times I've ever taken something like that, where this is a very hard knife to get, and I got it. I did that with a Pena custom, the Pena custom I have.
I love that Pena custom, man.
Because it was offered to me in person at Blade Show, and I was like, yeah, I'll take this opportunity. But I try not to, because I don't want to be that guy who's, like, pulling cards and, you know, doing things that other people can't. But I have purchased all of these, right? Everybody talks about me getting a whole bunch of free shit. I bought that at Blade Show for full price. I bought this used for the going rate. I bought this new at Blade Show at table price. I bought this at table price. I bought this new from, I can't remember, but I bought that new at full price.
Hey Sam, check this out.
Yeah, Sam tried to Spidey flick my Zon. He knows that one is.
As soon as you cut the camera, I fucking.
Did you thumb flick it?
Yeah.
Oh, it was that hard to thumb flick?
Huh? No, it's because I was fucking around.
Oh, okay.
I was, like, pretending to not be able to do it. Yeah, Sam, it's not just you, buddy. Like there's just no.
Yeah.
There's just no way to do it.
The detent on this thing is so strong. This is a man maker.
Oh, as you, like, destroy your. We call that Sam the Widowmaker. Absolutely.
Yeah, this thing is like. Look at this, here, guys. So just thumb flicking this thing. Look at what I have to do to my thumb to get it to even break the tent. And look at my thumb. Just from flicking it like 2 or 3 times. This thing is no joke. There's a dent on the end of my thumb.
You're pressing on the lock. Don't death.
No.
No, I'm telling you,
look,
I'm not.
Look. It just takes so much to break that. I'm doing this like upside down now.
Yeah.
I'm not pushing on the lock bar. It just,
yeah,
it's a very, very tough detent. Yeah. Like really.
It's just not happening.
So anyway, I've got almost everything on my grail list except for like a few customs. And that's really honestly more money than I want to spend on a knife. I do know that there's a pitting edema, drink more H2O. I probably should drink a little more water, but this is just from how strong that is. No, that thing, if you've never handled this Umnumzan, like I Spidey flicked Sam's, I'm pretty sure. No, dude. I Spidey flicked mine twice and then it never happened again.
It's just not going to happen.
But yeah, it's the dent's gone, but it just, that thing is it's a beast.
That's a good. That's a great comment, Ryan, because it's true. Like you can't knock the work of this stuff, right? Like it's so easy to watch behind the scenes and like not understand what's going on. And we talked about this for a little bit too. Like, yeah, it's awesome when people send in stuff for review, but keep in mind, like every piece that he gets in the mail, it's another like piece of content and some more work. So it's not like all super fun and dandy that like, oh, you get free stuff and this is great. Like there's a lot more behind the scenes stuff involved.
Yeah. And like I honestly, this is maybe going to sound weird, but I honestly prefer to buy knives that I want, because then that knife is not inherently explicitly work. Right. Like I did not want to get a Roosevelt in exchange for something. I wanted to just own this knife and that be that. The same with this one and that one, you know. Someone said, don't use the meteor finger, nail flick it. You can't.
Dude, I'm using my nail. I promise you. I can't.
If I try to Spidey flick this with my nail, it will bruise under my fingernail. There is no pushing on the lock bar. I got my finger on the pivot. No pushing on the lock bar, and it just. Yeah. And then look. That is a bruise under my fingernail. This thing is ridiculous. Ask Sam if he's still in here. This thing has the tightest detent of any knife I've ever owned. And I could adjust that, right? I could take. Can you?
No, you can't. You actually can't adjust.
Oh, on the Umnumzan you can't, because it's got that pressed
so you're pretty much
or epoxied lock bar stabilizer.
Yeah.
So it is incredibly strong detent. And look, that doesn't go away. Like, that's bruised. It will hurt now. Thumbnail. Oh, you're saying from here?
Oh yeah, but that's also fine.
It does the same thing. It hurts. I made fun of Taylor before, then he handed me the Zahn, then I cried. Yeah, this thing is a freaking beast. People didn't believe me, but it's true. All right, we're probably going to have to hop off here in a sec. How long have we been here? 2 hours?
Yeah,
2 hours.
2 hours.
In a minute. Need to add a Rosie to the collection. I'm glad I finally have one, and it's in a configuration that I really like. I probably would prefer something plain like this, but it does give it a little pizzazz, which I like. So
I think it's cool, man. I think those are some of the Rosies that are most sought after, though.
The radial?
I think people like the radial for it.
Nice long stream. Been listening while editing.
Ricky, what's in your hand? This is the Benchmade
Arrows. It's all the way over my face. Yeah. Just mustache knife.
Yeah, this thing's pretty sick, man. Like, I know that everybody's talking about how expensive it is, of course. But man, it is just like ultra slim. Like, look how thin that is.
All right, so this is actually a pretty thin knife, right? In just comparison to some other frame locks I have here. Obviously, we're not talking frame lock to frame lock, but
yeah, like that is crazy.
Just don't cut me, bro.
You're the one with the edge at me.
So yeah, it's crazy thin.
But it's super smooth, like crazy smooth. And I can get the appeal, because even at its thinnest, like you can press down on these scales, and this does not bend or budge, which I think is incredible.
Sam says, I have knives with pocket clips thicker than the narrows. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is almost that thick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I don't know if...
This one, maybe.
Yeah. It's crazy. All right. Aaron, Andrew, Brazen, I've got a suggestion for future live streams that I'll put in the Discord after you shut this one down. Really loving hangout in these. Okay, you can put it here or there. I don't care. Love this community and this channel, Taylor. You keep me in the EDC community. Thank you for all you do. It's appreciated. Thank you very much, and thanks for hanging out, guys. Thank you very, very much. Sorry I ranted for so much longer earlier than I intended, but I'm sure that there will be a clapback. That's totally fine, but this is the only address you're going to get from me about any of it. I think it was stupid. It was a waste of time, completely unnecessary, and the community's worse off for it. Freaking iMac. You're unmodded. You're unmodded, man. I'm unmodding you. Good to see you in here, CJ. Haven't heard from you in a long time. And Andy. I know I'll see you in a couple months at Georgia Bushcraft. Oh, the giveaway.
There we go.
Yeah, the giveaway. Where'd I put the hat?
Is it in the box?
Oh, it's okay. I just crushed it.
With all the pens.
Yeah, I just crushed it with, several $1,000s worth of Big Idea design pens. It's okay. You will not be getting this hat, actually. You will be getting a hat from the exclusive folks. This is my hat that we have to take pictures of for the drop whenever it happens. So we're going to give away the brand new, open it up so you can see the tag on the side. It's got a little yellow, wow, social handle, and it's a best Damn EDC hat. It's not a Richardson. It's not a Yupong. This is just the best Damn EDC hat. How are we going to do this giveaway? Okay. We're going to do a little more trivia. Trivias are always fun, but I have to do something better. I'm going to poke you with this Zon. Blow up a small creator. Okay, so Brandon, explain to me how you do that. How can we do that in real time and it not take forever?
You go to someone's channel, you find a video, you put the link in the chat, and they have to go and comment on that video.
Okay. Daniel Garrity, Taylor, before I jump off, can you tell me where you get your favorite lanyard beads? I get most of mine from 3 places. Nice Guy Machine Company. I like his little Ultim, I don't know what he calls them, but the little cube beads.
Oh, yeah.
I have one on my wallet. It's one of those. Urban Carvers and Zero Feud. Lauren, crispy donut.
Lauren Smith, that's right.
Someone said I think it should be Marine X. Oh, God. Raid Ricky's channel.
Nah, don't raid mine. I'm right here.
I want you to actually go unsubscribe from Ricky, and if you unsubscribe, you win a hat.
Yep. Actually, go comment on my latest video. The meanest thing you can think of, meanest comment wins.
YouTube has raids now. I don't know that it's necessarily a raid so much as it is like, let's just, pay it forward to a smaller creator. Yeah. Triple dog dare you. Where was the paper?
Oh, yeah.
This was somebody here at the office. Everybody knows about the video. It just got out, and somebody taped this to the window back there earlier.
Hashtag.
Jesus.
I'll put this somewhere. Hang it up back here.
Yeah, somebody just walked up and taped it to the window. Oh, God. We could go comment on Jeremy's channel about Whiskey Night Fight.
Oh, yes. That's a damn good idea.
Okay. Who we going to?
Carry Commission's a small channel.
Yeah. Does it count if I blow up my own channel?
We don't even have a video for anyone to comment on anyways.
Does it count if I blow up my own channel?
Oh, man,
community post
hysterical.
it? Duty daggers.
go blow up every day, so that way Brandon can reach 600,000.
Oh yeah.
We're stuck at
yeah. Let's do it.
300K. Everyday Minimalists tiny channel. Yeah. Knife nerdery would be a good one. He doesn't post. Kevin doesn't post as much though.
I've never watched a Tri-State video, but
It's funny though.
let's do it. Tri-State.
My boy Tri-State.
So what am I doing?
All right, so let's find the most recent video. Well, it doesn't even have to be the most recent video. It could actually be whatever video you want.
Oh, this is the mustache guy.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And then
2 hours ago, high-end button lock for the masses.
Yep. So click on that. Copy the link. Go into the chat here, and then maybe pin it. And now we have to think of a funny comment, though. We have to think of a funny comment for people to post.
Marine X was here.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm kidding.
No,
I'm kidding.
we need Ricky over here playing boomer dressers.
I don't know how any of this works.
Okay, the comment has to be Ricky stronger than Taylor.
Ricky stronger than Taylor. Tri-State sucks.
Yeah. Hashtag mustache.
How about Brandon did this?
Yeah.
So comment. Does that work? Is that how this works?
Yeah, make sure you pin that. And then we'll give everybody like maybe
Can't do it from here.
10 minutes.
Oh God, we're gonna go 10 more minutes.
5 more minutes.
All right, there's your pinned message. Ricky was here.
Oh yeah. You can put either one. Put Daddy Ricky was here or Brandon did this. Whichever one you want.
Should be a phrase containing a word so people don't get their comments
Well, the
removed by
word would be
YouTube.
Brandon, isn't that a thing?
Yeah, Brandon did this.
Yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't get picked up by like, let's go Brandon.
Oh. That's a big thing. You never know. So
We'll see.
Now we stay. Yeah. Now we look through that.
We'll do it at 4:12, 4:15. 4:15 we'll do this drawing, and then
run that YouTube thing.
And then filter. Yeah, we'll have to do YouTube comment picker, like I've done in the past, but then filter by Brandon did this. See, I'm not that much of a boomer.
You did all right,
You
bro.
jerks. You friggin' jerks.
Yeah, schmucks.
Show random names. Filter duplicate results. Filter comment by word. Is that a premium? It's a premium feature. Cool.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah, noob.
Man, we are still live.
There's just a lot to talk about.
Probably could have said it in a lot fewer words.
Yeah, but you're not a man. You're a man of many words. You know?
I am for sure a man of many words. Yeah.
What's everybody carrying? I want to know what's in your pockets right now. You have to type it out really fast.
You can't comment Brandon did this here. You have to do it on the video that I linked. Sorry, I might not have explained that. I linked a YouTube channel or a YouTube video. You got to go there and comment Brandon did this on it. We're rating Tri-State EDC's video. And it's two hours old. So
it's a good one.
That's why I chose it.
See how many comments are on it.
15. Yeah, how do I'm going to have to use a different YouTube comment picker.
Yeah, now there's 57.
Oh, hell yeah. YouTube comment picker. Hopefully I can do one that lets me filter by keyword filter. Brandon. Okay. That's working. Should edit this live. What?
Daddy Ricky was here. Let's go.
Shave my beard to be more like Tri-State.
Hey, call me V said Ricky stronger than Taylor. Thanks.
Yeah, well, it's okay to be wrong.
Thanks, V. I appreciate that, man. Not enough people say it. You know?
Ricky has the power to weight. I can lift more weight.
Has the power to wait, what?
The power to weight ratio.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Did you read my comment?
Yeah, but how many 225s did you bench this morning? 3?
We're going.
I think I did
we're
7.
Going backwards.
I think I did 7.
I weigh 180 pounds.
Proportionally, I lifted more per my body weight than you did to yours. Total pounds. 7 reps at 225 versus 3 reps at 225. Proportionally, I lifted.
On that lift.
Dang. I think what you're trying to say.
I just ordered that burger.
What's that Arcform ProTech knife from the thumbnail? It's not Arcform. That knife is the Carry Commission exclusive Malibu that we dropped last week. They are unfortunately all sold out, but we will hopefully get some more. But thank you for the $1.99, Kirk. Appreciate it. Carrying my little pony doll and keys. I feel you on that.
80 pounds.
Are you guys the same height? I wasn't paying attention. I'm a little bit taller.
Yeah,
when we're squatting, we have the same rack height, and Ricky has to.
Yeah, I have to like tippy toe it out.
Or I'd have to come in a little lower.
Yeah. Fun stuff.
180 pounds or Greek god, Ricky. Is that
Ray's getting a hat.
Ray's a jerk.
Ray's getting a hat. Come on.
So
how do I enter the giveaway?
So I pinned a comment. Go to that link and then comment on that video. Brandon did this. I'm carrying some heavy emotional baggage. So you got 4 more minutes. That's true. I should do a top knot then. Oh wow, mine can't stand up that tall.
Yeah, this is the No Safe Queen shirt.
Yeah, turn around. No Safe Queens. Once those are gone, they're gone. I don't know how many more we have, but once they're gone, what in tarnation?
Hey, Cole.
What's
Welcome
up?
in, Mustache Daddy. Hope you're having a lovely day.
He figured it out. How did he figure it out so fast? We didn't even link back to me. Who told him?
We have an imposter.
I need to take that one apart and put it back together. It's got like a little catch in it when you're closing it.
Yeah.
Well, my back is starting to.
Oh, what up, Cole? It doesn't feel like it's been even that long either.
Yeah. 3 more minutes, guys. 3 more minutes. New sub, nice channel. Brazen's a real homie. I'm just going to go out and say it. Brazen is a real homie. When I'm hanging out with my family, you put it back there. I was like, what is that? I can just expect that Brazen's going to like DM me something just off topic and really nice.
What a good
So
guy.
thanks, Brazen. I appreciate
I
it.
was so confused. Who the fuck is Brandon about EDM was such nonsense. That's a good way to do these. Like do a little switcheroony. We just switch everyone's.
I mean, it's true. I was just going to do some like trivia about me, and then Brandon's like, let's raid somebody. So here we are. Yep. When will you have the Carry Commission Hitchhiker wallet in Cognac back in stock? We're doing those about once a month, and we get shipments, if you want to call it that, restocks of.
Walked up your table.
It's a nice table, dude. You're messing it up.
Yep.
Sorry, I got water in my mustache. We do one restock every month. That's really set by Joe, but we get anywhere from 50 to 100 of them, and that's our pace. We're getting them as fast as he can make them, and that's what we get. So we just restocked them the other day or the other week, like a week or 2 ago. Can't find the link. It's in the pinned comment. I can probably just post it here again. Yeah, we restocked them, but we didn't mention anything about the restock at all. And they took about a day to sell out, but that's kind of what we want. We don't want to be like, here's our drop, it's upcoming tomorrow. We want a restock, and that's that. We don't want much fanfare. We just want people to be able to creep in and, they're in stock, and they get one. That's the way that we're trying to do things with Carry Commission versus limited drop. We want people to be able to get these things. So we reward people that get the email notifications for restocks, and people that follow us in the places that aren't like public Patreon or whatever. the idea would be to have our Discord for Carry Commission be for the people who are really wanting these things.
There is micro Arcadians in stock at this
There are
moment.
there are two green micro Arcadians in stock. That's all that's left. But there are two green. They're aluminum. Oh, it's over here, isn't it? They're aluminum, so they're not the titanium. Let's just go top down. These are in stock. There's two. And then once those are gone, we'll have probably a restock of titanium, or maybe we'll do green again.
If you get one
Look
now,
at how
Taylor,
beat up mine is.
If you get one now, Taylor said he'd sign the box.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine looks so much better than yours.
Well, I don't use mine, so that's why it looks like that.
Again, yeah, there we go. Right, gets it.
All right, cutoff is now. We're gonna go do a drawing. I think I can still. Can I still screen share? Do I know how to do that?
I don't know.
Hey,
Yeah. Look at that nice,
All right,
nice old pause.
I gotta center up
Oh, okay,
again.
my bad.
Yeah, you're in my way. That is a. I'm sorry, dude. That was a bad pause.
It's he does the same thing. Yeah, they're all-
Okay, so we've loaded this video in here. We're gonna load it again. I guess I have to refresh. We're gonna fetch, and keyword filter is just gonna say Brandon. Include replies and continue. 60 comments, pick a winner. Here we go. Tyler Williams. I'm gonna screenshot that so I can keep that for later. Up. We're gonna call that Tyler Williams. Hat winner. Winder.
Hat Winder. Hell yeah.
All right, Tyler Williams. Congratulations. And we're also going to just send one to Tri-State for being the victim of our bullying.
What are you gonna do?
We're going to send Tri-State one. We'll send Cole one,
yeah.
and we'll send one to Brandon too for the idea. 3 hats.
Yeah.
There you go. Thanks, guys.
I'm gonna send Cole. I'm gonna send you the one that I wear because I know you really want that one instead.
I'm actually going to send Brandon one of the dirty ones that I have that I've,
That smells like straight up ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I think you should do that.
That's for a thank you for letting me crash on your couch.
Yeah. Stank.
Appreciate you, Brandon.
Oh man.
Tyler Williams, are you still in here? Where you at? Yes, there you are, Tyler Williams. DM either Ricky on Instagram or iMac or Brazen in the Discord if you're in there. Either one of those is probably the easiest way to get your information to us so that we can get you a hat.
Bullying you real good. Can't bully you, Cole. You have such a beautiful little mustache.
I want the
face.
sweatiest one you got. I can do that. You don't want it. It's an art. Actually,
Oh
really
God.
disgusting. It's really
Don't. Yeah. Send that one. Send that one to Cole. Cole, I think you're really gonna like this hat, man. This is a good one. Look at all that sweat. Yeah.
I think it faded after being in here for so long.
Congratulations.
It's pretty gross. That hat needs to go in the trash.
Oh, dude, give it away, man. Come on.
Oh, that was a bad idea.
Sniff the hat.
That was a bad idea. Multicolor, yeah, it's supposed to be black. That's bad. Okay. Thank you guys for hanging out. It's been a lot of fun. I will see you next week. We're gonna do this again. I think we're gonna do Wednesday EDC Weekly Lives, and it's just gonna be community-oriented stuff. Maybe I'll go through and pick some submissions. We'll talk about those as well. But it's called patina. Nice camo hat, yeah. Originally black, but now it's camo. All right, thanks, guys.
Bye, Sam.
I'm never letting Ricky be here for a live ever again because he just knife flicks the entire time.
I thought it was called the best damn EDC. Nah, what do you want me to do? Just sit here like this?
This ain't like sipping and flipping. This ain't.
What do you want me to do with my hands?
What I do? Look what I do with my hands.
With my hands.
What I do with my hands? They're just right here.
Yeah, get me a mic next week, dude.
It's coming out of your paycheck.
It's all right. I'm not even gonna be here next week, so.
Oh, that's true. Hell yeah, we're doing these every other week. It's when Ricky's not here.
It's all right. I'll be in the comments. I'm gonna make myself a mod. Give me a second.
Well, the original plan was for Ricky to just sit back there on the couch and like chime in every so often, just yell stuff at me. Recovering from strokes, Ed. Holy crap! Also, good to see you, Ed. It's been a long time since I've seen that name. Hope you're doing well.
No, we can't do that segment because Taylor gets mad about it.
Sipping and flipping was like an Instagram thing back in the day.
Take a shot with Captain Flicks. That's a good idea.
Just print a picture and put it on the wall. I'm gonna get a big head of Ricky.
Hey,
all right, we gotta get off here. It's already been a long stream, 2.5 hours almost.
Collab stream soon, absolutely, Brandon.
Not with you.
100%. It's just gonna be me and Brandon and not you, right? It's just us two and Taylor. Taylor, you're gonna be in the background.
Yeah, I'll do that for sure. I can't not talk. All right, see you guys.
And we all just stay here.
Yeah, I still don't have a later. I don't have a sign off thing. So be right back next week. I'll see you next.
Be right back.
I'll be right back.
You're about to give a whole
next week.
PTSD, I'll be right back, Dad. Yeah, okay, right.